Cloud9 versus compLexity. The group stages, each group has 4 teams, and whoever is the top 2 advance to the playoffs. So the playoffs of who goes to Starladder. Once again, I'm Llama Down Under. I'm going to be joined by Noble Wings. What do you think Cloud9 needs to do differently this time? Do you think it was the draft, or do you think it was execution?
compLexity's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Yeah. Now, I just wanted to quickly say something because I know folks were wanting me to finish the story before the kind of game-ending team fight. All I was saying is that apparently Vlad doesn't speak English, and of course Zizzy is from Mexico, and so Swindles was making a joke that they don't have a great way of communicating with each other. So instead what they do is they just ping furiously on the map instead of actually talking to each other about what to do, which is especially funny to see because you can kind of see their pings in-game, but I just assumed they were pointing things out. But when they were playing the IO Tiny combo, there would be these kind of strange pings, and apparently that's just how they're like. Vlad will be like, yeah, I'm pinging here, we're doing it, and Zizzy will be like, nah, I don't want to, but Vlad's like, no, we're going in, you don't have a choice because I'm the IO. So I just thought that was really funny to hear teams trying to work with players despite language barriers. But we have a draft on our hands. Ancient Apparition, I love this hero. Oh, I love the snow cone. How do you feel about Wyvern AA on the same team?
Remaining.
Yeah. Now, something else I love about this is, with Winter's Curse, it reduces the damage taken by people attacking the cursed unit by 70%, but with AA Blast, albeit this isn't going to take effect until it's leveled higher, you of course still get the Frostbite proc. So it's not one of those spells, you know, it's not like when you hit a Sonic Wave and everybody's actually Winter's Cursed and it reduces the damage so much, you're still getting that fantastic debuff. So I really like that.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Yeah. He's got other heroes he can play, I'm going to assume.
Reserve time.
Yeah. Oh. I don't know, I was just really impressed, as you said, the Cold Embraces, that saved them the game in a number of places. Like, Zizzy should have died in a couple of places, and he was just A-okay. So, happens to the best of us, though. And yeah, we're going to be seeing Templar Assassin Band out, and then also Windrunner again. I feel like that's kind of interesting. Yeah, how come?
5 seconds remaining.
Ember Spirit.
Okay, as you said, yeah. Of course, he doesn't stack up well against physical damage, and also the the mid matchup against Windrunner. Yeah. Ritsu is really good on it. I will pull up the stats in a second, but I do believe they had a 70% win rate. Oh yeah, series is not what I wanted. On Cloud9 on the Ember Spirit this patch. So yeah, they have a 71% win rate on that hero. So yeah, it's a comfort hero for Cloud9 to say the least.
Earth Shaker.
Yeah. Now, oh, I love this announcer. She speaks all the time now. Sorry, it used to be, I swear, she would only speak like randomly, and now I get to hear all the time. I like that. Either way, Earthshaker, offlane Earthshaker for Cloud9. Let's see if they can do as well on it. I'm sure MSS very familiar with this hero. I would not to put down Swindles, but he himself admitted he's new to the offlane, and so I think MSS being the more experienced offlaner here, I'm expecting big things from him on this Earthshaker.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah. So. Yeah, this is the Wyvern counter, I think. You know, I'm not a huge fan of it because I feel like it doesn't do enough. Although, with the way compLexity is laning, I'm assuming that this Tusk Undying, that's the, like, hell lane to put against your opponent's safe lane carry. And then they're trying to make sure they have a strong Zona on the off lane. Also for the... Yep.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Yeah.
Reserve time.
Oh, and folks have pointed out I'm really smart. They're banning like Chessie's heroes. That's what both the Windrunner and the Quap were most likely. Just not wanting to deal with Chessie's lineup. I am not as experienced on the Chessie knowledge. I feel like that could have been phrased much better. Which is... Yeah, and just so folks know, he is still in the stage. compLexity is trying to use him as much as he can, but he is still in the stage where he cannot sit or he cannot play in many games in one day just because of his back problems. So he's trying to play as many as he can with them, but I don't believe I've seen them do this where they won't use him in some games and they'll use him in others in the same day, just because I don't believe he can play so many in a row right now.
compLexity's turn to ban.
I love it. Ember can't deal with physical damage, and what is Beastmaster made of? Primal Roars. Also, it's a nice little buff. I feel like the Inner Beast is something which is maybe underappreciated in Dota as a whole, but of course the competitive players all know how good Inner Beast can be. Whatever carry Cloud9 has, it's like having a free
5
AC.
seconds remaining.
Oh, yeah, I don't see anything wrong with... Is his Beastmaster bad? Like, why are we... Okay. He's been getting some more action recently. I've seen Monkey Business run it a few times, having No Tail play it in the small amount of Dota I do get to catch when I'm not casting myself, and a Huskar ban out. Being on top of that, you probably didn't see I was casting some games earlier where a team got a surprise Huskar and it just wrecked the game. So I really like getting rid of that.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Yeah, so either way, also maybe they need to watch out for an Alchemist, but I really doubt we're going to see that come out here. I think that Cloud9 doesn't probably want such a
compLexity's turn to
not high damage output here. I don't know, and it would be their safe lane. So, and I don't know what is going to come out next. Sorry, I was just checking some static. Apparently we're not coming through in Dota TV, and so I was a bit distracted by that. No, I don't think it's us. I'm pretty sure there's a bug sometimes where you just don't get through anyway. Anyway, you were saying. Yeah. I agree. I feel like both have some natural abilities to save them from what we're already seeing come out of Cloud9. Razor, of course, with that unstable current, and then Viper with that corrosive skin. I maybe even like Viper a bit more here just because of the amount of AA blasting and stuff. And business, like when your Viper starts getting tanky, you AA blast him and then you immediately regret it, you know? So... Oh, it's really nice there, but let's see what compLexity wants instead. I'm just trying to... I don't don't see any super great synergy. I mean, they're kind of betting it all right now, from the looks of it to us, betting it all on this Ember Spirit, which is, he does take quite a while to get online, and it's an Invoker. I wasn't expecting this.
Turn to pick.
Yeah, oh goodness me, wishing I had watched more Alliance during the Chessie period so I could be an expert on this, but you're gonna have to help me out here. I am not a big Invoker player. I have 2 friends who, if Invoker is viable, they pick it, and I do not get to touch it, so you're gonna be my Invoker expert. I do know with the Aghanim's buff and other various buffs, you can actually get off, I think, 5 spells if you have Ag's max level Cyclone. It's ridiculous.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, this is another hero I've seen Ritsu do really well on, but at the same time, I don't know if it's going to do so well against something like an Invoker, which is very comfortable, coming into your lane, doing a bit of ghost walk in action, getting a gank on you. So, and also AA doesn't have this. I love AA. He's one of my favorite heroes. I find if you want easy MMR, you play AA, but I think that it's problematic here because he doesn't have the strongest of laning presences. Like, yes, Chilling Touch means that you can be very aggressive, but your Cold Feet doesn't proc unless you have some help. Maybe Arctic Bone can do that. And you're not a fantastic zoner or anything because of the long cooldown on... Oh, goodness. For the long cooldown on Chilling Touch.
Yeah. Oh, you see, MSS TP bottom right away, just like last game.
Yeah.
Swindle did the same play.
Yeah. Cheaper TP is making this super, super viable. And my mic, at least I know, is on in Dota TV. I don't know about yours, but I'm assuming it is, and that we're just having reborn issues. We can blame the patch, actually, since one just dropped. How excellent for us.
Yeah, my friend told me, like, messaged me saying it was on, so we should be good.
Yeah, then we're good. We're perfect. My mouse is glowing strange colors. I didn't know it did that. Anyway, let's get into it. Just looking at these 2 lineups, I think we can say that it looks like C9. They have the super late game. Your Razor's gonna, your Spectre's gonna get buffed up. But at the same time, I don't know if you're making it there. And Ember and Invoker are no slouches in a late game either.
Yeah, Ember is one of the best late game heroes. He's underrated, but he split pushes really well. You can't really catch him out. If he gets Lincolns, like, you can maybe fissure to roar, but besides that, it's going to be really difficult to kill him. And his damage output late game is one of the, I think, the best in the game, with Slider Fist and Battle Furies.
Yes, also if you have good RNG.
Yeah, the only thing though is he doesn't do single target damage against Spectre, so it's going to be a little difficult to kill him in the game.
And he may be feeling this game forced into something like a BKB, although probably, this game is actually awful. He probably wants the Lincolns.
Yeah, you have to go Lincolns versus all their single target.
Yeah, it sucks that you have to go Lincolns as well because there's all this Earthshaker shit where you want a BKB, but you can't go BKB and Lincolns. You want to build Glass Cannon as an Ember Spirit, and this game is going to be rough for that because you got AA Ice Blast, you got all of the toolkit of Earthshaker, you got Winter's Curse and Primal Roar, so get wrecked.
Yeah, on Ember, you want to avoid BKB and Lincolns if you can. Lincolns is considered pretty good on him now. I see a lot of Ember players pick it up versus even teams that don't have a lot of single target because it makes you be able to split push with no risk to yourself. But especially versus Winter Wyvern ult, Beastmaster ult, all these ultimates are going to be really, really bad versus Lincolns.
I am now a little bit afraid for Ember, and of course the Winter's Curse is something where Ember's going to take a while to get that Lincolns up. Wyvern can certainly help run a gank train on him with the Winter's Curse. You can use Arctic Bone to get into a good position. But either way, we've got a game on our hands. This is game 2 between compLexity and Cloud9. compLexity is up 1 game, and now we get to see the Invoker mid matchup. Now, Invoker traditionally loses mid matchups, but oh my goodness, he went Exort. I have not seen a competitive Exort Invoker yet.
It's
all
a
I
lot
get
better
is
this pack.
Wax. But it's harder, I thought. A lot harder. You have to hit shit like Sunstrike.
Well, like I said earlier in the draft, it's going to be really easy to hit Sunstrikes with Winter Wyvern setting up his own teammates a lot of the time. And along with that, you have Dusk, you have to set things up with ice shards and snowball, and it is kind of reliant, but Sunstrike isn't the only spell he has. What you can do is you can still get Cold Snap and Forge Spirits are going to be really effective for pushing with Undying.
100%. And Z-Freak just landing a really, really good ice shards that made the creeps hit the Wyvern for a while. Just the little things making SVG's lane a little bit more difficult. But Zizzy getting a lot of farm on bottom. MSS not going to have the hardest of times. He'll be in experience range, I think, the whole time. But if he's out of line, he could take a lot of damage from Zizzy. But vice versa too, right? Because if he maxes Enchant Totem on the Earthshaker, which I don't expect, but you can do it and then go toe-to-toe with an Ember.
Yeah, he's waiting. MSS, he's skilled 1 Enchant Totem now, but he still doesn't. He needs to go at least 1 in Aftershock, so it's going to limit his damage until like level 4 or 5.
Yeah, that happens, but still exciting to see. Z-Freak going off to protect the rune. I don't know if they can actually go for this though, and yeah, Z-Freak realizing it would be the danger zone, or a bad spot for him if they went for it. So, although he places a ward, and I don't know if that was sneaky enough. I feel like, they didn't see it. Even though they have a ward there, they didn't check his inventory?
No, I guess not.
Maybe they also just didn't ping it. They might know, and they just said it verbally, right? That always happens.
This is going to be an easy lane for Ember Spirit though, and so it's going to depend on how well Vitsu is able to farm his lane. He looks to be doing okay right now. He's top of the net worth besides Invoker, so as long as he's able to stay farming and he doesn't get ganked or killed right off, he'll be fine.
Yeah, and they're trying to run this hell lane against him, but they're really having a hard time getting the levels. This Tusk Undying lane, it's not scary until it has more levels, so I think it's a bit of a problem. You need at least 2 and probably more. Swindle actually hasn't skilled Tombstone or Soul Rip yet.
Yeah, he's waiting to see if he needs it, because if you need to save someone with Soul Rip, it's really useful. And Tombstone at level 1 is actually really bad now with the new patch.
It scales better into the late game technically, but it is sucky early now. Not sucky. It's just not as good as it used to be.
Well, it used to be though that supports couldn't kill it because they had no physical damage, but now supports can kill it really quickly. Even at level 4, it's only 7 attacks.
So do you think that Cloud9's game plan here, just lay back, even if it means that you lose a few towers, make sure that Ritsu is farming up a storm, and then once he has Radiance, maybe another item, have him fight?
Well, this will depend on what his first item is. If he decides to go for an Urn and maybe a Ring of Aquila, then of course they're going to be trying to take fights. They're going to be using his ultimate to make sure that he's involved in all the kills. But if he decides to just go for a Radiance Rush, then they're going to try to just secure the map with good defensive wards.
It looks like our first blood's probably going to be happening. Arctic Burn, also Chilling Touch. Z-Freak is our first blood, and they want to do some work onto Swindles. I don't know if they have another slow, though, and they're low on damage, even with this Haster and Brax. He's just going to die for it. He thinks he's got it. SVG's going to help him out. Swindle does drop the Tombstone, but he doesn't have anything else to back him up. Is that decay enough? We've got TPs in. The Tombstone is down. Sunstrike off the mark, and SVG's going to get out. Swindle does die, and turns out those ice shards block him out, but he's snowballing for it, and now here comes Invoker. Chessie coming in. One more auto attack will do it on SVG. They get it, and now Chessie, he's getting himself some kills. But they got first blood. Brax is pretty damn happy with that, and I think overall, Cloud9 coming out on top.
Brax is doing really well mid. I thought he would be doing worse versus the Invoker, but he's sitting at 19-5 compared to Invoker's 25-4. So he's actually doing really well.
Actually, is he going Axes or Boar? Yeah, he's going the Axes build. Where is the Sunstrike? Oh, the Ice Shards! Okay, Chessie, I may have had my doubts about the ability to land Sunstrikes, but already doing pretty damn well. Now, I wanted to ask you your opinion on something. Ritsu is not putting any points in Dispersion. I think I'm more used to seeing people go that, especially with the buff it got last patch. He's in a dual lane.
He feels like he won't be the one getting pressured. He thinks that his supports are going to be the ones that are getting gone on, so he just wants to get as much damage as he can to try to secure kills. It's the reasoning behind it, I think.
Okay.
I would have gone at least 1 point in it, but it could work out really well if they keep trying to on supports and he's able to get kills with his dagger and its late damage.
Yeah. So it's going to be interesting, and as you said, if he's not getting ganked now, they're trying to go in on Chessie. The Cold Feet, are they going to proc? They're trying to go on Brax as well, but I think Chessie is dead, and another nice kill for Brax. doing mad work. AA technically gets it, but Brax being involved, he is going to be off to a fantastic start. And early Necronomicon, it's got, of course, you know, a lot of what the Necronomicon does for most folks is it steals a bit of mana, it gives you that passive bonus attack speed aura, but it's also here against Invoker going to really help them out. You know, maybe Invoker pops by in the Ghost Walk, you just open that book. I don't know, is it called opening the book? Pop the book? I don't know what happens there. Anyway, you read the spells, the incantations to summon Cthulhu, get your Necro creeps out, and Invoker's not getting away.
Yeah, and Invoker's going for Midas, which is really greedy here. I thought he might do it, but I was thinking maybe he goes for even a Necronomicon of himself, like on himself, to really do well versus Winter Wyvern, because Necrobooks still burn mana on a Cold Embrace target, so it can be really good against any mana-dependent heroes, and Beastmaster normally will have mana issues, especially going into the mid-game. Same with Earthshaker, actually.
I think he has decided he needs the levels also. This Invoker like helm is like really weird. His face is being like covered or something. I don't really understand. Like whatever he's wearing on his head. But yeah, I think understanding that the Midas, he just wants levels to get everything up, and maybe is a bit worried about getting farm since Zizzy's going to be getting everything on the map.
Yeah, and I think you'll be seeing a kill on MSS with Sunstrike and Zizzy soon. You can set up Sunstrike really easily with Searing Chains, so it's going to be a really risky bot lane for Earthshaker now.
Yeah, and MSS is playing pretty far back now. After the initial, he was up in Ember Spirit's face. But Ritsu is still farming up a Storm. Only the Ember Spirit doing a bit better. I'm going to switch us over the net worth. We have Arctic Bone coming out of Swindles. There's a little bit of stabbing with that Spectral Dagger, but holy cow, Arctic Bone does so much work. I mean, we know it's a good spell. That's why it's got a super long cooldown at early levels. And the gank train may, in fact, be going on Zizzy. There's the Fissure. There's the Primal Roar. He Remnants away. And while they have the Spectre Haunt coming out, Zizzy was too quick with his fingers. Eats a mango as well.
And that's the power of Ember Spirit there.
And Ritsu actually came in middle and took quite a bit of harass from Chessie. Not too much, but kind of an interesting choice to come in middle. He's gonna Chessie off the mark with that one. I think he's 1 for 3 right now, but I mean, well, how much? What does your hitting rate need to be with Sunstrike?
That's the thing about that Sunstrike though, is you're not really trying to just harass. What he's trying to do is he's saying, if Ritsu walks forward right there to try to go for a CS, that means I'll hit Sunstrike and I'll get a kill right there. And if he doesn't and just backs off, then I don't really lose anything. And
yeah, they're going for a big dive, but I don't know if this is going to work out for them. In comes Brax. Again, the Tombstone is still up. He has MSS to finish off the Skywrath, and they'll get the Tombstone bounty as well. Really nice set of kills there for complexity, and yeah. Oh, he's gonna Sunstrike with the shots! They need a tiny bit more damage. Here comes the Snowball Salve. Is it gonna save you? Echo Slam, but Swindle Melons gets the kill with the decay. Sea Freak loses his life, but oh, Chessie. I'm really beginning to like this guy.
Yeah, so like I said, Sunstrike doesn't really matter if you hit. It's when he's doing stuff like that, it's just saying, okay, well, if they come up, then I can get a kill with Sunstrike because I pre-casted it, and I don't have to try to like hit it when they're running away, and it's 50-50 chance, right? So
yeah. So, very even still across the board in this game. I do have to say, though, that if this is going to be an early Radiance from Spectre, I'm a bit worried about Zizzy. Of course, early Radiance is something which can help knock off that Flame Guard lickety-split.
He's going for more of a fighting build. He went for a Ring of Achilles. He's going for Treads right now, and he might even pick up an Urn later. So you won't see a Radiance that quickly. It might come around the 20-minute mark, but you won't be seeing any 15-16-minute Radiance from him.
Still always a good item, it feels like. Just does so much damage in an AoE, and also with Tusk on the opposing team, who might be getting a Blink Dagger at some point to save teammates, could certainly help to disable that. Although bottom lane, what are you guys doing? They almost get a kill. They actually dropped the Tombstone, and now A is going to work on it. SVG kind of wants the Lost Hit or something, but yeah, the tower's got it. He heals it up. Nice soul rip. Just Swindle being a pain. Actually misses SVG there, so we have nobody top all of a sudden and 3 mid.
Did they smoke this? I think they're just trying to get middle tower.
Is under attack.
And Sky and Tusk are rotating back mid to try to secure this tower for sure.
So it's suddenly a tower that gives a lot of map vision, but I don't know how. Well, I mean, it will help them set up ganks on Spectre a bit more easily, right?
Yeah, and one thing, they do have a good ward behind the tower, so they just saw Ember Spirit's rotation to the top lane for sure.
Yeah.
They saw his invis too, so
that's a super early ward. When did that come out?
I don't know. I think it was when they were diving the tower to try to with the Brax hasting him earlier because it's almost done and down.
Really nice of them to place that, and apparently I am still online. I will fix that. We have a smoke coming out as I'm desperately trying to manage two things at once. There we go. No more. Oh gosh. Okay, that was scary. Sorry, I went offline because people were trying to send me friend requests and shit, and my game started lagging, so I got really scared that it was like going offline was booting me from the lobby or something. Reborn, please. Ritsu smells this gank coming a mile away, even with the invis that was on Zizzy, and so we know Seagal there.
Well, they do have a good ward behind the tower. Both teams have wards behind the tier 1 up there, so...
Can they catch him? They do have the snowball. They land the ice shard that's coming out, but Ritsu can just spectral dagger across that, so... They have deterred some of his farm. Unfortunately, the kill would be nicer.
And Ember went for a fighting build. Normally you see bots nowadays on Ember in a split push to farm the map, but he went for treads, which is the kind of I'm gonna 5-man with my team and try to get kills that way.
I like it, I understand. Oh, Swindlemelon's taking a lot of damage. Fissure to help set up the Cold Feet. They don't even need it. Haunt in as well. Splinter Blast doing good work, and now they're gonna probably just trade towers here. Chessie might be able to get the mid one as well, though. What are our towers? Top tower is pretty full of health, and bottom tower is too, so it looks like they're coming back to stop Chessie from pushing that mid lane.
I don't think... I think you contest top. Mid's gonna go down to Forged Spirits eventually, and right now they're going on mid.
Yeah, snowball coming out. There's a deafening blast as well. One more auto attack will do it. Oh, so a nice little play there. And they were probably gonna get this tower. There is a glyph, and they're TPing down bottom. There's action here as well. Searing Chains does latch on Ritsu. He's going for the big remnant bomb. Ritsu's trying to TP out though. Sunstrike, not enough damage. Ritsu gets out by the skin of his teeth, and now it looks like there's Z-Freak in trouble. Echo Slam to finish him off. And Skyrath Vlad wants to do something, but I don't know if he's in the right spot. He's actually caught between two heroes. MSS has no mana though, so perhaps Chessie could help out here, but Chessie also a bit low, so... That
was really good for compLexity, although they still lost the Tusk. They got two towers, both the tier 1 mid and the tier 1 top, and they got a tower deny on bottom. So
I didn't quite catch the deny.
To C9, yeah. I think Undying denied it.
Well played. So Undying also going for early Gaudy. Oh, Brax is going down, takes way too much damage, and this game is significantly faster paced than the last one, to say the least. Well, they really want that Necro Creep. Oh yeah, snowball it, Z-Freak. That's gonna be good for him. Getting some farm. Yeah, nice pick on Brax as well, since he was the one farming up a storm on the C9 lineup, and now Chessie firmly in control of the net worth. Chart. Oh, that's what switches. Oh, but Jesus, as I'm taking a look around at what switches stuff around, we have Invoker getting... Okay, I can't even be blamed for that. That was a Sunstrike.
Yeah, no, that was Ember Spirit set up chains on him, so you get a free Sunstrike.
Yeah, I'm not even mad at myself for missing that one. I was trying to quickly show us heroes amounts of gold they're saving up. Actually, there's a lot saved up on Invoker. I don't know if he might be thinking of a blink for more positioning, or if this is just Necrobook business. Also, he dropped a bunch of items to invoke the... Can you tell me what he was just doing there?
I don't know. What do you mean?
He dropped his Force Stealth and his Null Talisman to invoke Forged Spirits? I'm confused. Oh, we have a Searing Chains onto Brax. Blast is coming though. Sunstrike as well. They get it, but Brax still isn't dead. He finally goes down, but now there's a Winter's Curse and there's a lot of damage coming out from Ritsu. He's gonna get himself 2 kill involvements, and this is big. The Deafening Blow is too late, and Chessie may even go down for this. He's trying to walk it off and get away, but he's taking way too much damage, and Chessie's gonna go down. Soulrip keeping him alive. Is it enough? It doesn't look like it. He's wandering away. Splinter Blast. Oh, it's gonna get the kill, and that is a huge bounty on the Invoker. Luckily, Swindlemelons does manage to get himself out, and wow, Forged Spirit's just ripping through SVG.
Yeah, and by the way, I see what you meant now is he dropped it because someone was Arcane Boots.
Oh, so okay, of course. I just was like, I only saw that he did it and then he costed, and I was like, I don't think that's what you want to do with your mana, but yeah, there were Arcane Boots on Swindlemelons, of course.
I thought that you meant he was just like dropping, so he would use his spells, drop all his items.
No, and it makes it makes no sense. That's what I saw, and yeah, I forgot about Swindlemelons having the Arcanes. Ballsy pick considering compLexity's history with dropping items, but happens. You got to do what you got to do.
Oh, come on.
What? I think that's another one of the big plays from TI. And now, Ritsu's just gonna TP out. But yeah, he has a lot of gold saved up. MSS also getting close to his Blink Dagger. Has his Wyvern. Brax looks like he's going down again. Can they do any sort of return kill? It looks like Brax is going down. Z-Freak explodes. And Chessie, he's not in danger of splitting at all, so he should just be able to walk this off. He may have to invoke something. No, he's going to be fine with the Soul Rip. Even dropping the Tombstone to make sure they don't keep chasing.
Yeah, that's a good kill. Like, Tusk for Beastmaster is a great trade for them.
Yeah.
Vitsu is going to save up for the Radiance. He's like 3,000 off right now. But it'll still be a pretty good timed Radiance considering he went Treads and Mirror Killer first. So.
Yeah. Him getting those kill involvements, he's actually been involved in 6 kills, which is really nice here for Cloud9, I think. He did also get a lot of farm, you can see from his CS up top lane, but he started being contested, and so being able to get back into this really nice. AA is also really close to his Midas, so Cloud9 in a much better position this game than they were last game. Even though compLexity has a bit of a lead, I feel like Cloud9 is certainly working their way towards having a great late game. And they have supports that scale super well. Like Undying is kind of late game.
Undying's better now once you get Aghanims because you can steal 10 strength from each decay cast, but he's still not that good. Skywrath Mage falls off really hard late game, so for compLexity to win this game, they have to make sure that they hit their timings around like 30 minutes or so, especially with Ember Spirit. He's not going for late game. He went for drums.
We have a nice Echo Slam coming out, but Zizzy's already away. Looks like they might be able to get Chessie. No, the Ice Blast does hit, but will he go down? Searing Chains comes out. They drop the Tombstone, but now the Winter's Curse. Chessie's the one you want the damage on, though, and maybe they can disengage smoothly here, but in comes Skywrath. Vlad, you might not be where you want to be. Swindles is coming in as well. Another Searing Chains, and Chessie doing good work with the help of the zombies. Can he get a kill, though? That'll be the name of the game. Earthshaker does finally go down, and they get the decay, killing off Beastmaster. Do they have more follow-up? I don't think they chase here, and what is going on? Wyvern is going to escape out. Oh gosh, they're still going for it. They remnanted forwards. Another remnant bomb, and that's AA. I really thought that was a really dominant team fight for C9.
It looked good. Chessie had a nice force dive downhill to save himself, and like all of C9 got really low from the Tombstone and Undying. Undying's really good in delayed long fights, and that's what they took.
Yeah, he actually showed up pretty late to that one, but ended up making it work out.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
And Vitsu is still really far off Radiance. That's going to be an issue if they try to 5-man soon before he gets it.
Bottom tower.
Do you think it's just a case of the game plan for compLexity? Oh, Snowball into Sunstrike into Walrus Punch, and that was beautiful. I always do enjoy that type of action.
And that's the power of this Exort Invoker. You can set up so many kills around the map.
Yeah, much higher damage output, and just something where, as you mentioned, he really has the team to back him up for this type of thing. It's something where we haven't been seeing it as much because you're not seeing the easy ways to get the Sunstrikes, but here Chessie has a lot of support, or follow-up. If you Sunstrike someone, Ice Shards can come out from Z-Freak, and you can get the kill from a long way away without endangering yourself, and yeah, easy early Roshan as we see with Forge Spirits.
They don't even have minus armor for this, they're just taking it with Forge Spirits and Chessie.
Yeah. So yeah. That's what I mean. The Forge Spirits have their little.
We gotta be careful. Cloud9 is smoking up though. They look
but
like they're
there's the
gonna try to take this
Tombstone
fight.
on the high ground for a little bit of extra damage. And is Cloud9 gonna go in? They of course have the Hawk. They can see all of this coming out.
Oh, that was good. Tombstone killed Hawk.
Oh. Wow, that's so sad that Tombstone kills Hawk. They do get a fissure, but it's already picked up by Chessie, and he is going to have a blast here. Now he is nigh unkillable. Let's see if they can kill off the Wyvern. Chessie does have a blink, but you probably don't want to blink into such a bad spot, and with the Glimmer Cape to boot. Not going to bother chasing.
Ritsu is still farming. He's coming up on his relic. He's around 400 off, so that's going to be important to make sure that if he dies, he doesn't lose a ton of his gold. And
yeah, what I meant is the Forge Spirits do minus armor. That's what I meant.
They don't do it on Roshan.
They don't do it on Roshan. Oh gosh,
No.
This is my lack of Invoker knowledge showing. I should have just played that one off cool and made it look like I knew what I was talking about. Also, I've tried the. Oh, there we go. We got a nice little Ice Blast. Doesn't actually end up hitting Chessie. I try not to do the act like I'm right strat, which I think folks. Sometimes I see folks doing in games I play, but yeah, as you said, I didn't know they didn't hit Roshan.
I'm pretty sure they don't because they've never done it for me. And when I checked,
and I
Roshan's
checked his debuffs. He didn't have the debuff on him. He only had the zombies. So I think you're right, and I just learn something new every day, folks. Now we've got a little bit of an ult. Let's see if there's any follow-up, though. It doesn't look like it. So a haunt that was just kind of used as It's unfortunate for two reasons, right? He won't have it for something else, even though I do believe he just got the relic.
That was a miscommunication, I think. He thought MSS was going to blink Echo, and he tried to hunt, but MSS decided that it was a bad fight.
Yeah. So I also think it's unfortunate, of course, because now he doesn't have an escape mechanism, which is part of why he has to play so safe.
compLexity are going to probably push down top now that it's on cooldown for 80 seconds, and at this point they probably have his ultimate timed, so they'll know exactly when it will be up.
And they've been playing both of these games that we've seen. They seem to have a game plan, just stick to it, and really executing it well. I'm not quite sure what is... This seems like a very different Cloud9 than the ones we've been seeing win all of the qualifiers and so on.
They've been slumping recently, at least what I've seen and heard, but I still thought they were going to be strong, but compLexity is just showing that...
Oh, we have a very dead Zizzy. Can he get away here? He's got Ice Balls ticking on him. I don't think it's enough. It's not. He's fine.
Yep. That's Echo down too.
Yeah.
It's going to be really important. And Ritsu. This is...
Will they catch him? They will have a snowball Walrus Punch. He does manage to use that, but Walrus Punch, Sunstrike as well. He does manage to dodge it, but now there is the Mystic Flare, which he walks right into, and that is a dead Spectre for you. When teams have slumps like these, do you think it's just the natural progression? You win a bunch, maybe you get into a bit of a rut, people figure out your playstyle because you're the team to beat, or, you know, do you think it's actually indicative of a larger problem?
I think it's just people are starting to realize how they play. They were really strong when the patch came out because I think they figured out the patch maybe a little better than other teams, and that was also the same for like E-Wolves. They were really strong when the patch came out because they were picking Slurter Dazzle, I think one of the first teams to do it, and other teams hadn't realized how like strong Slurter was and stuff like that. I think they'll still be a strong team coming up into the Frankfurt Major and those types of games. We'll see how they like recover, but like the games aren't over right now. They could still bring it back.
There's a lot of game to go. We're only 23 minutes in, and we have a high ground siege though coming out of compLexity. They should be able to do some good damage with all of their units to this tower. I don't know if they'll successfully siege unless they get a pick off here, which feels like C9 would have to make a mistake. And actually, Chessie taking a lot of damage. Of course, he has Aegis, but you don't want to just use it. You know, you don't want to go down to a Wyvern. But now Brax in return taking a lot.
It's really difficult to push this tower versus Wyvern, Beastmaster, Earthshaker, AA.
Yeah.
They have ridiculous high ground defense.
Although AA has to pop his wand to get enough mana, I think he should just stick in the fountain. And you want to put out those Ice Vortex, but you also want a really big AA blast, and you can definitely hit a 5-man one at this choke point. So trying to play it safe, and at the same time compLexity just trying to slow siege this. ZZ actually hopping up, hopping back, and they'll have to wait for the next creep wave. They do have the Aegis for another minute though. They have to be careful here. They've actually got under a minute on it, and unless they took that timing very carefully, they may back out.
And the thing with high grounding against a team like this is Spectre is still just sitting at the other side of the map farming, and you can get to that fight right away. And that's the thing with high grounding versus a Spectre team.
Oh, SVG is gonna take the Sunstrike again. Chessie's walking it out, has a Splinter Blast thrown at him, which isn't maybe the best way to use it, and they're probably gonna back out on this one, deciding that they're too close to the Aegis's die time and reclamation time. My apologies, folks. And Zizzy's gonna go back down.
He'll have Radiance for the next fight.
Yeah, and Zizzy, while he does have the Battle Fury, the average timing this patch is 25 minutes. He does have it a bit earlier, but he doesn't have a damage item yet. And while Spectre's Haunt will give them a lot of illusions, Radiance looking better than the output damage from the Ember right now.
Yeah, for sure. And like I said, most Embers this patch go for Boots of Travel, Ring of Aquila into Battle Fury. But he went for Treads, Drums, and then Battle Fury. So I think that's going to be a little more expensive, which can make up for why he has the Battle Fury a bit earlier.
Yeah. Yeah, no, the bots are more expensive. Yeah, I understand. So we've got a Glimmer Cape on Skywrath. We've got a nice amulet on... Oh, medallion. Sorry, not an amulet. We might have a nice gank here on SVG. And yeah, Glimmer Cape not going to help you. And they drop a ward just in case. So, but looking around AA, he's got almost one component of the Aghanims, and while we talked about this, they really do have great high ground defense, especially if AA can get an Aghanim. It's a while away, but once you have that, 17 seconds, that debuff lasting on people, it just makes your team fight. If the team fight goes for long, you win.
Oh, for sure. I like to say, though, Invoker is going to be really important this game, because you look at the net worth chart, he's 5,000 above the next person, and it'll be interesting to see what he goes. I think he's going for... Well, he went for BKB.
Not just 5,000 net worth above, he's also highest hero level. This Midas doing good work for him, and he has bots up too, so he can kind of deal with Spectre being all over the place.
I really like this BKB pickup by Chessie. It allows him to kind of go high ground without any risk of dying himself. He can still get ward, but as long as he's able to be glimmered and saved, he can get his BKB off and just walk.
Yeah. So Beastmaster has level 3 Necronomicon though, and we do finally have the Radiance up on Spectre. Wyvern did not end up going that Blink Dagger, goes a Glimmer Cape, much safer of an option, and is also probably working on a 4-staff. Maybe a Yules? Yules is always a nice item, I feel, against Ember Spirit since it can knock off that Flame God, but I would expect a 4-staff worried about positioning here against Ice Shards.
Yeah, the issue is though, if you use Ember, he normally can get a Remnant off and get out really quickly. Right now, compLexity are taking a smoke, and they have a DD on Ember, so this could go really bad for Cloud9 if they get caught by this.
Yeah, but will they get caught by it? Cloud9, their spidey senses are tingling, and Ritsu is like, look, I don't see anyone on the map, this is bullshit, I'm out. So he's been doing a really good job of that, I feel, and of course these are experienced players, even though I believe Ritsu is pretty young. I think a lot of them have played a crap ton of Dota, and just know when their time is up, from the standpoint of where their positioning is.
It's true for both teams, though. I mean, 1437 and Brax and are all. They've been in the scene
some of the
for a
oldest
long
members,
time.
right? Yeah,
MSS,
when we're talking.
Ritsu and SVG are kind of new, but.
Yeah, and it's actually, I think, when we talked to, I managed to interview Jenkins after their win over Cloud9, and he was talking about how they do consider Cloud9 this hardest opponent just because they have so many experienced players. It's very hard to beat them. If you don't win your lanes, you lose the game no matter what, because they will just outbeat you if the game goes for longer. So nice.
And that's something compLexity has done really well. They've made sure both games that they've been able to win their lanes and do really well in that sense, and make sure that they have an early lead.
Even though it's not feeling as bad as last game, they are, again, 10,000 net worth ahead, 7.5 thousand, almost 10,000 experience ahead. compLexity is just making sure they're ahead, staying ahead. I mean, the Spectre is a hero that if a game goes long, right, Spectre wins. But compLexity is trying to do their damnedest to give them no breathing room on this lineup.
I think this is compLexity's timing, though. They get this Roshan, and they need to try to take high ground. And if high ground fails, the game's going to get really difficult for them.
Yeah. And they have maybe one failure, maybe two even, before suddenly, with the rubber band effect and everything, they will be out of the game, just kind of slowly losing it. But Invoker's going to work on it. This time they actually do have minus armor, and yeah, you're right, there's no Forged Spirits debuff. Oh yeah, I'm so bad at Dota. But no, these things happen to the best of us, and yeah, we will be seeing probably this Roshan going down now with the medallion help.
They have a really good ward around bottom for compLexity too, so this should be an easy tier 2 to get. And then they can transition that into a high ground.
I really doubt Cloud9 will fight it just because it is that horrible choke point. Both of the tier 2s, you know, a lot of the tier 2s except the ones in mids have really bad choke pointing and high ground access for the team defending. Nice little balance that Dota likes to do, so...
And Ember with Alacrity and a DD is doing
Yeah. He took that so fast, I was actually surprised.
Normally, Ember's not much of a right picker, but when got on the DD and Alacrity, he's hitting really hard.
It's actually being really nice to him. We were talking about how you don't want to have to, you would like to build Glass Cannon, but with Alacrity, with other buffs we've got running around, if we do end up seeing Necrobooks or whatever, it's really going to help him, right? You've got, it's like, you weren't here for it, but I had a game earlier yesterday with Ember Spirit and Magnus, and it's just something where you don't need to buy as much damage. You can go a little bit safe because you have teammates who'll help you out with it.
Oh yeah, for sure on that Ember Magnus combo too. It's like 2 free Battle Furies right off the bat.
By the way, we are having a bit of a slow moment. They do have quite a bit of time on the Aegis, probably just want to make sure all of their lanes are pushed up, I guess, so that they don't have Ritsu applying pressure somewhere.
Yeah, I'd like to see Undying get an Aghanim soon. He went for Mech and then Glimmer Cape. And he's not finishing the Guardian Greaves, so I think Aghanims would be really good here to take away all the strength of their heroes, as it's not like damage based, it just takes away health. It's not like Spectre Dispersion won't negate it.
Yeah. So, and And taking a look around, I don't see any big new item pickups other than the blink coming out of Beastmaster. They're defending, while they are defending their own high ground, and often you're like, oh, do you really need to blink? The enemies are coming to you. I think it can certainly help you get the jump on someone with good positioning. And oh, there's an Echo Slam coming out. Swindlemelon's gonna be going down, but if they get MSS here, I don't think it would have been worth it. The high ground defense is gonna be so lacking without MSS, and he's dead. Can they find Ritsu? Probably not. He's gonna just TP out, working on that heart, and I think this is the timing now. Even though you don't have Swindlemelons, the Earthshaker being down is a bigger priority.
Yeah, and Zizzy has a crit, and Zeke has a solar crest too already.
Oh yeah. So. Baby crit coming out, and no one's going to be hitting Zizzy with that solar crest on him. Well, you're going to hit him a bit, but not as much.
And Invoker has a lot of gold. I'll be interested to see if he has an Aghanims for this push. I feel like Aghanims is really good on Invoker now. It makes all your spells do more damage, steal more mana, or stun for longer.
The only downside, I think, is some people maybe not as experienced with the Invoker Ags. I saw Black pick one up in a the other day when I was casting Summit C. He missed a couple spells for about 5 minutes while he was getting the timings. Oh, Primal Roar onto Zizzy. A-Blast's gonna follow up, and the Horn, but he manages to Remnant away. They left a second of timing, and now Z-Freak going in. I think you're a little bit of a dead Tusker. Do they have any sort of follow-up? No, they've decided to back out on complexity. You were saying about Invoker.
Is that when people get Aghanims on them, they feel the need that they need to like use all spells right away. So they like use a spell, invoke, use a spell, right? And so they won't get the like maximum use out of their spells if they had just waited for the right time to use it. I find people spam out their invoker spells too quickly with Aghanims. So you need to be wary of that.
Yeah, and we've got a pause and a DC. That's always exciting. Looking at the state of the game, I know we're discussing how complexity's window is closing, but I think, well, after that kill, I think it's harder to push up now, right?
Yeah. They still have, like, most of the tier 3 top down, so if they decide to wait for Tusk to get up and push with the Aegis, we might even see a Necro book on Invoker just to spam units on the high ground without risking themselves and try to slow push. It's going to be risky, though, because when you're slow pushing, Mitsu's going to be able to farm wherever he wants, and he can come into the fight at any time.
Yeah, and it is the power of Spectre. Also, I really don't want to downplay Spectre. She did get a dispersion buff last patch, which I feel like is part of why she's getting so much play. And also having the AA with her is really nice because you can Ice Blast someone, and as we've seen a couple times already, you haunt. The Ice Blast hits someone, you haunt in, you get the follow-up damage, and then you can just be out of the fight again. So, as people shatter, always good fun.
Yeah, it's really easy to get pickoffs this game because Earthshaker and Beastmaster alone both just run around the map, and with AA Blast and Spectre, you can almost guarantee a kill on any solo target.
Yeah. Fun facts, it's National Cat Day, apparently. Do you think Tusk should maybe be doing a little bit better since it's National Cat? Is he a polar bear or a cat? He kind of looks like a cat.
He's not a cat. What? He's
I
not
think
a cat.
he's a cat. I'm pretty sure he's a cat.
There's no way he's
I'm a cat expert as a llama. I have a degree in other animals, so I know he's a cat. How about Beastmaster? The boar kind of looks like a cat, a really ugly cat.
You're just saying animals.
I'm reaching. I am reaching. Yes, I am reaching really hard.
Next, you're gonna be like Beastmaster's hawk looks like a cat. So it's a cat too.
He's kind of like a cow cat. You know, the famous moo meow that you see sometimes. He's actually got a really huge nose. Yeah, that happens to some of us. Either way, back into the game. Sorry, pause, and we're seeing that Cloud9's window of time being extended. You worry here about things like having a good start and then losing late game to a Spectre. I feel like also really demoralizes you emotionally.
Yeah, when you're going into Game 3, Cloud9, if they win this game, are going to be really hyped up. They just won a late game with Spectre. They just kind of came back, and they were the underdogs this game, even though I guess for the series they were not the underdogs. But and then coming into for complexity, like it's going to be really demoralizing, and trying to win the next game, even drafting wise, you're going to maybe ban out the Spectre because you don't want to lose to it again, and that could free up some other heroes for Cloud9 to pick up. So it's going to be really important, like for Game 3, whether or not they can recover from taking a hard loss if they do lose this game.
Yeah, if they do lose it, there's still time. They have about Oh, I do not believe they have enough time to push off of this Aegis. I think you're right. They have to throw Forge Spirits at it if they'd want to do anything, but they only have 2 minutes, or less than 2 minutes before it's reclaimed. 30-second death timer on Tusk Catman, and Yeah, I don't think they can push, though. I think compLexity has to wait for the next Roshan, and if it's a long Roshan timer, Cloud9 is very happy about that.
Oh, for sure. We'll see if we go late game. Maybe Ember Spirit can get damage items, and they might be able to even win late game. Like I never want to count out Ember Spirit late game just because of the fact that if he crits your team once and you're clumped together, then it's all of a sudden you've killed their entire team. And Spectre can kind of do the same thing with his ultimate, but it's more cooldown based. Spectre can only take a fight once every like 100-something seconds, where Ember can take a fight every time that he's there.
Everyone's like, he's got a thing called Walrus Punch. Clearly he's a walrus. None of you have seen a walrus then. I've seen a walrus give birth. He looks nothing like a walrus. Come on, guys.
You've seen a walrus give birth?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, my sister studies, what's the right way to say it? My sister studies animal behavioral sciences, and so whenever we have the opportunity, she likes to try to make me go do animal things with her. And so a while back, she was like, let's go watch the walruses have babies. And I was like, what? I didn't want, okay. So we went and watched walruses have babies. It's not fun. It's actually like really creepy because the male walruses are like, hey, honey, and the female walrus is like, I'm trying to give birth over here, sir. Can you please calm down? So yeah, it's really awkward. But that's what happens when your sister studies animal behavioral stuff. She's getting a PhD in that. She's gonna be poor her entire life. It's great. Either way, back looking at this game, Midas is halfway to that Aghanim Scepter. I really think this thing can change around the game. He scales so well in the late game, as does Wyvern.
And one thing that AA can do is, if he decides and they need the Aghanims for the push, he can just sell his Midas, and then he's only like 800 off. But you sell it when you get to your like last component, you can be like, okay, well I need it now, and I'll sell my Midas, I'll just pick up the Ags, and then I'll bank on that we can win a fight now, and I won't need the Midas for later.
Yeah, so gonna be nice. This is always really unfortunate as well. I hope we don't end up having to unpause with someone AFK. That's always unfortunate.
Well, I'm sure like Chessie can just micro him. It'll be fine.
Yeah, that's... Okay, you joke about that, but I'm pretty sure there have been professional games that have been won with DCs with other players microing them.
Well, I've seen it. I remember there was an EG game where they lost like 2 players and they were just all playing each other's heroes. So, you know, it can happen.
Yeah, so certainly something that can happen. Yeah. Oh, I see some folks wondering how you read the Roshan timer. Oh, I know this. So basically, this is the when the Roshan has died mark is the top of it. This is each tick is a minute. Roshan must spawn between 8 minutes and 11 minutes. I think because of map hacks, they show it as 8 minutes here, but actually the moment the Aegis is reclaimed, the Roshan is decided on how long its spawn time is. I don't know how that works with map hacks, but I'm pretty sure a lot of these things are in place for things.
I think it's because like if you have something set up to like watch your game, with the 2-minute delay, it'll show.
Yeah. But it actually does show you. There's a pop out that comes out here when the Aegis is reclaimed that will say it pops out from the right. I'm showing it on my screen, so I can't show you. But yeah, it's just like it'll be like 5 minutes and 12 seconds till the Aegis. But yeah, as you said, I think it's for map hacks. And then this is the 3-minute mark, of course. That's the 6. Aegis is always reclaimed at the 5, and then at the 8-minute mark, it'll show us how long the spawn time was, but it's actually already predetermined as much as this clock might look like it. So yeah, gonna be solid. But yeah, that's how you read the clock. Just trying to bust out some knowledge. We are still paused. I'm running low.
Go back to talk about walruses and birthing and, you know.
Oh like yeah. And then like, so we go and we watch the walruses have all these babies and stuff. And then like, oh, it was so terrifying. So this one mother, like, they don't, of course it's animals. They want to care about the babies which are related to them. They don't super care about the babies that aren't related to them. So if one of the dominant males knows that he hasn't impregnated certain females, he'll kill their babies. And so then all the females cluster together to like protect their babies from being killed. Oh, it was like actually terrifying. And I'm like, why do you want to watch this? And my sister's just like, yeah, this is the good shit. And I'm just like, what is going on? Fun facts about my sister as well. When she was doing her research in Africa, She has to spend half her year in Africa doing research on chimpanzees. She does research involving. She actually has to do poop cakes, but that's another story. She was living in a tent because they didn't have enough housing for all the researchers. But my sister's like, "Oh, I'll come even though there's no housing." She got a room because a lady was mauled by a lion. Yes, that is how my sister got permanent housing in her fourth research trip. This nice little old lady gets mauled by a lion, and then they're like, "Well, the room's free now." My sister's like, "I'll take it, guys." So I don't. Yeah, some people are more adventurous than others. You're DC'd? I'm not DC'd. Yeah, excellent. So yeah, but yeah, this is my sister is very adventurous. I play video games online. I sometimes go on hikes, and that's about I walk around the city at night. That's about as adventurous as I am, folks. So yeah, no, my sister posts beautiful pictures of exotic places, and I'm just like, yeah, I sometimes eat a lot of food. I had deep dish pizza today. Yeah. Oh, my girlfriend is from Chicago, and her parents sometimes send us deep dish pizza because I guess they worry about us eating right, and so they send us, a layer of carbs with fat with more carbs. Yeah, I don't know what's up with it. They send us like candy and shit as well, and then like, I don't know. It's really weird. My girlfriend's really tall. She's 6'1", so it's like she can eat whatever she wants. And then I'm like, I'm 5'1", guys. You cannot send us all this junk food. I'm gonna get fat, and then your girlfriend will be dating an Uggo. And who would want that? Yeah. What else can we say about the game at this point? Yeah, we have. Can they win off the back of a formed Invoker? Let's say this game has to go super long. Can you like split push Invoker with all of your babies that you pop out from your Necro books, your Forged Spirits, if he chooses to go that route? Yeah. It looks like we might have to unpause, so gonna be going into this even though we are down a person. So, as you said, I think between the four of them, they should be able to micro this hero. As we say, this Vlad's hero hasn't. There we go. Yeah, they ping it out. They're like, Vlad's not moving. Maybe nobody's on this. But we're back into it. It does. Oh, thank you, Networth Groff, for lying a little. What do you do here? Your complexity. You're not gonna be able to push. You have to wait on Roshan, right? Or can you try something sneaky? Yeah. And looks like Z-Freak is the one. Oh yeah, control groups. Well, he had them in a control group, I think, but now he stopped. Yeah. Yeah. So they're thinking about going in. They're actually going for top, the tower that they have a bit of damage on already. So yeah. No, 100%. I agree. I think it is time to get rid of some items, make sure you get that Aghanims up because it is such a powerful Aghanims upgrade. Yeah. So we're going to be seeing the creeps made quick work of by that Battle Fury. We've got the Ice Vortexes coming down. I always like to draw pictures with them, but that is not important here. They just want the coverage for amped magic damage. That is a very dead Hawk. Oh goodness, if they kill up SVG here before he gets off his Winter's Curse, he's going to be able to walk it off, but he took a lot of damage and was very close. At the same time, the Tombstone is down now for this push in Invoker. He's getting low on those spells. He does have the Aghanims up. He bought out on the Invoker. Jesse's brought out Winter's Curse coming out on him. There is the Horn as well. Zizzy doing a lot of work to hit A-Boss. He's in the snowball though. Z-Freak saving his life, but into an immediate Echo Slam, and maybe that wasn't the save that they wanted. Skywrath goes down as well, and Zizzy realizing they need to get the hell out of there. He has an Invis rune, but he has lost all of his team, and Swindle's slowly falling as well. Disastrous team fight. I thought the snowball was a save, but it was a death trap. Oh. Yeah, and suddenly this game, we're reaching the tipping point. 30 minutes isn't quite there, but I believe at games over like 40 minutes, Spectre has a significantly higher win rate. Ember does have a good one too, but the rest of these heroes for complexity dropping off. Your Mystic Flare isn't so good on a Skywrath as the game progresses. People have Glimmer Capes, people have health, and don't have to worry about it as much.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Yeah. Oh gosh, Z-Freak. Oh, sorry, Swindlemelons. He's in a bit of... they're all backing out, never mind. There is a smoke here backing up Swindles, and I think perhaps that movement where Swindles wasn't acting afraid, giving away the fact that he had backup. Yeah. He's been doing it. Oh, Wyvern gets the last hit on the tower. Swindles went for the deny, but using that Arctic Burn, and yeah, it looks like Z-Freak just has him on follow and is going to try to micro the two of them. I believe Z-Freak also plays a lot of Chen, so I can't imagine that's awful. In the mid lane, though, we're going to have the Sunstrike hitting on Brax. Here comes an A-Blast, though, and the follow-up, where is it? Now, Chessie's in a lot of trouble. He's going to go down to the creeps. They managed to catch out Brax again, but do they have the damage? They sure as hell do. Cold Feet going to proc on Zizzy. Where is the follow-up? Skywrath has also killed off Spectre. I completely missed that one because I was focusing on Zizzy. Do you know what happened in the back lines there? Yeah, and that Walrus Punch from the Catman doing work. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Dire's middle tower.
So, really lucky, but at the same time, wow, they're going on this tower instead of the other one. Zizzy might go down here. He's taking way too much damage in this AA Ice Blast. It's with the Aghanims upgrade and Echo Slam coming out. The dunk from MSS, and they get two. This is what we were talking about. The Snowball in with the Mystic Flare, but the Glimmer Cape's up. Not going to do anything in the Cold Embrace to boot. Yeah, you can drop a sentry in their base, but it's not going to be enough. And Z-Freak and Vlad on the back lines. I think Z-Freak going down. Whoever's microing Vlad should probably just make sure he gets the hell out of there. There is a Glimmer Cape, but where is this detection? Do they have a gem? No, he's stuck though. Yeah, and hello Z-Freak, you're just gonna buy yourself some time. He might be able to, no, can't buy enough time for the Glimmer Cape cooldown. He does actually get it. Can they get a kill turnaround here? Z-Freak drops a sentry though, and here is Chessie. He's back alive, but so is Ritsu. A-Blast hits him again, but now he has BKB, but that doesn't stop Primal Roar, and it looks like Chessie's going down again. He does have buyback. This is really scary, and these team fights being super long, I think favoring the Aghanim Scepter AA Blast. Vlad's, I think, is probably going to fall, Arctic Bone coming out, but instead, on Cloud9, they're saying, hey, let's just push down middle. Screw getting a kill onto the Wyvern. He's going to Glimmer Cape up, and...
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Yeah? So...
Radiant's middle tower.
Not feeling easy. They do also have decent high ground defense with the Sleight of Fist, but one wrong turn, one nice AA blast, and it is not going to work out for them. So. Yeah, probably just GG. And looking like they're in a nice position. Beastmaster has 5k. Wonder what he'll pick up next. This net worth, this is the pause time, but this net worth chart trending super, super down. And we've also got... Oh, actually, Ember just bought something out. Was it a rapier? Please don't tell me it was a rapier. Okay, it's Lincoln's. So I don't quite think it's Rapier Gaming yet, and I actually think that you're more likely to lose it here. So it's not the bestest. Okay, this Beast Monster though, he is super fat. Just you buy up a full AC. Yeah. No, it sounds great. Can you have 4 boars?
Radiant's bottom tower
Like with the
is under
timing?
attack.
Okay. I mean, that's not what you're. Yeah, that's not what you're using it for. But like, yeah, 3
Radiant's
boars,
bottom
guys.
tower has fallen.
That's some. Yeah, it's for the primal roll. Yeah. Yeah, and I think it is the state of the game. Let's see whether they can do it. Ember Spirit strangely doesn't actually have the Lincolns on him, but despite he needed a tiny bit more gold, he didn't actually have it. I thought he bought out for it, but yeah, it's coming on the way. Tusk is now DC'd. They don't have any more pause time though. So if Cloud9 desires, they may pause. Yeah, so we've got a pipe up on Swindles as well, but it feels like it might be too little too late. Certainly this does help against a lot of what C9 is dishing out. If only they had that a few team fights earlier. And it still went wrong? Oh. Yeah, so. It's got the aura resist though now. It's got auras. Auras. Yeah, not as good. And as you said, apparently not doing nearly enough work. AA now didn't even have to sell stuff because of that team fight, great team fight they had, has AA Blast. I like to see Refresher or Octarine on this guy because I don't think you're often in the team fights, but I do see a lot of players opting for stuff like Glimmer Capes, even Lincolns for their teams, or what's it called? Lotus Orbs. Spectre has up the Monta as well and is getting closer and closer to the hot. They still have to be careful. Oh, in middle, we have an Ice Blast and a very dead Swindle Melons. It's just going to be the Swindles, though. I would say if you have anyone getting picked off, you're probably happier that it's Swindles other than other people, like the Invoker, like the Ember, but still a good hero that you don't want to lose. Do they have a gem yet on C9, or are they just thinking the Necro Creeps are enough? They do have a gem onto Wyvern, so Invoker has to be very careful here. I'm sure Chessie has experience playing against teams who have him. And the high ground vision, oh, Chessie's going in. He pops the BKB as well. Can they kill off Braxy before he gets a Primal Roar? He's going to burn down. We have Spectre haunting in, and we have action in the top area, but they've killed off Earthshaker as well. And now Vlad, even though he's burning, this team fight not looking good, but have they caught out Ember Spirit? No, Ember Spirit kills off AA. What just happened there? Looks like the BKB jump coming out from Chessie doing mad work. It was really close. He was Glimmer Caped and Searing Chains, and he just burned down to that and the Meteor bits of Dot he took. Well, it buys them time, and as you said, if they can get a Rax, but I think unfortunately they're just going to force 3 BKBs and then probably be forced to back out. Yeah. Can't you see? There's the little gold lining.
Well gotten.
All my co-casters always are like, does he have buyback? And I'm like, guys, gold lining, come on. So you can see it on your teammates too. They're going to get Roshan with this, so this is certainly buying compLexity a lot more time in the game. Well, yeah, compLexity might have to fight it if C9 fights it, so. Yeah, they don't go for it. It's going to be finally coming out. Chessie, he's not going to see this arriving, but he's just going to pop Necro Forge Spirits and let him at it, so. Also giving himself some more alacrity, and because he has that Aghanims, he is Cheese Carrier, Ember Spirit has the Aegis. Their time in the game just got extended for compLexity. Oh, okay, yeah. Yes. I wasn't sure. I thought it went through, but I don't know. I'm going to defer to your knowledge. We'll find out next time on Dota 2 costing. Oh, 100%. Unfortunately I can't read chat when I'm costing. I like this. Yeah, I believe you can't spend money on DC'd folks, but I think because the idea is that this shouldn't be a problem at professional tournaments and LANs and the such. But yeah, if compLexity win here 4v5. Yeah. At the same time, C9 is qualified for a couple of things, so, you know, this could just be practice games. You know, saving strats for TI6 is the meme. Yes, if an NA team will still exist at that point, always a question, so. I have no idea. I ask the managers for their rosters before the games, to be honest, guys, because I'm always worried that there's been a shuffle I don't know about, but not terribly important, just little casting things I do. We do have a Blink Dagger up onto the Wyvern, has that gem as well for vision, as we talked about. Is the full AC on Beastmaster, not the refresher, might go it next. And Spectre, she has way more items she can get, right? She's got an Aquila, she's got Tread, she's holding a TP, she can get 8 slotted, she can have a BKB refresher in the bank. Like, this lady can carry a lot of shit. He has been doing this repeatedly, buying out. I feel like at this stage in the game, it's a bit like, do you think it's necessary though here, needing the sheep? Yeah. 100%, so I can understand that mentality. I also find it funny, Ember Spirit still rocking a drum with 1 charge. Gotta keep that drum for the value charge. Also still a good item, right, if he has nothing to replace it with. Nice blink away from Chessie, getting pretty tense. Now this is something that is surprising me a bit. They're kind of pushing all the lanes. I'm a little bit surprised they don't focus one. Yeah. So, doing a really good job up here, as you said. They're chipping away at everything, right? And they bought themselves a bit more time. How long do we have on that Aegis? Yeah, a little bit over, unless depends on. Yeah, and as you said, if they siege everywhere, Spectre doesn't get to do my I'm farming a lane, but at the same time it does mean that compLexity is split up. They might be able to be, you know, have a person picked off by this lineup of Cloud9 that has really excellent single target pick off, by the way. Yeah, a lot of all ends. Oh, he just remnants across the map. That's always fun to see. Nice little meatball falling from the sky. It has that 1 value charge. I also don't know. I'm really not super sure. Yeah. Oh, is he in trouble? But no, he's gonna get out. Why didn't they drop the primal roll there? Okay. Yeah, they're going on Swindle again. He's gonna pop like a balloon. At the same time, though, this means Chessie, you have to pop your glyph, and Chessie, he's not gonna get it with the Forged Spirits, but that tower. It is 1 Chessie blinking into your base away, and now Ritsu is fighting up against Zizzy, but Zizzy is losing this man fight, and I guess it's not a man fight because Spectre's involved, but that is neither here nor there. So we've got a nice EMP. How much mana is it going to take away? At the same time, Vlad going down, DC'd anyway, but now Chessie is taking the Winter's Curse to the face. I think Zizzy has to push her, and Chessie's going to be dead with no buyback. Yeah. Yep. So has to get good crits, has to hope he doesn't make any positioning mistakes on Zizzy. And as you said, he got rid of something else. Where is the MKB? It's flying out to him now. It has to be a little bit careful because MSS may be intercepting. They're going for him. MSS is stalking. Can MSS kill this courier with an enchant totem with a blink? It's also that weird. Is it that? Yeah. I think that's fantastic, obviously. Obviously a good item. Oh, he gets the courier. What did he? Oh, the net worth was 0, though. It already made its final delivery. And now they're going in. Can they catch out Ritsu here? They're taking a lot of damage on Z-Freak, but if he locks down Ritsu, it's totally worth it. A plus. Doesn't matter. Z-Freak was already dead, and Zizzy's just going to attack some creeps. At the same time, we have action over on Swindlemelons going down again. I think the Spectre kill, okay for these. At the same time, your base is now about to be pushed. They have AC. They have Necro Creeps. These towers are going to melt, although Necro Creeps on cooldown. How long do these babies have? Oh, they're going in on Zizzy now too. He's gonna take a lot of damage. He's gonna manage to slide a fisted off, but holy cow, that was the Aegis gone and he almost went down. They do manage to defend this, but Zizzy didn't get the push and they forced the buyback out of Tusk. Invoker's back though, going in on 1437, takes an A blast to the face, isn't taking the damage, but has the debuff on him, and his Aegis, his BKB isn't gonna last long enough for that. And now, can Brax escape? He has Hawk Vision, his jukes should be easy, and he gets out. So, let's see if Chessie, the invisible man, can catch anybody out here. And doesn't look like it, but they have some stuff pushing in. They can just go to the top lane. Yeah, that's what they're pinging out. They're like, hey guys, we got creeps touching bottom, but let's just do some work on top. And he's actually alacriting, working on bottom. Fissure comes out, but it is off the mark. And Zizzy is working on that top tower as well. These towers going down so fast. They will, yeah, it's at 50 damage, like, they're losing the tower. Will they lose the racks, though? Zizzy hitting like a truck. He's, like, gonna spike shot, 10-shot this. He is stunned up. There is an enchant totem, but backup is coming for Zizzy. Oh, no, sorry, that was the Spectre coming in. Can't tell the TP colors there. I thought it was the bots in from, somebody else, but no. Yes, we're going to have to be horrible, horrible people and slowly split push. He is back. They have to get him into their Discord. Excitement, excitement. So, and yeah. Yeah. Wards. Oh, you're back now. Can you please buy the wards? We have 3 in stock. We've been waiting for you. Yeah. Yeah, there's actually, I think, a couple of things. That is not what I wanted to open. There are a couple things he can get here. Skarath could pick up a Lotus Orb, I think really nice against the lineup of C9. We haven't talked about it, but popping a Lotus Orb on someone, Wyvern, yeah, he might not mind taking a Winter's Curse onto himself, but it just means you have to be so much more careful about your positioning. I have seen a Lotus Orb being reflected winning people the game because the Wyvern was too close to his teammates. And then you've got Primal Roar as well. Yeah, so yeah, I think the Lincoln's also good, but I think Lotus Orb just a bit scarier in a couple of cases. But I mean, either. I think there's better uptime slightly on the Lotus Orb. I believe it's got like 2/3 uptime. Time to learn things about Dota together. Oh, I'll make you check. Excellent. Oh, and then I don't even have to. Deferring to you as the knowledge in this co-cost. Either way, we got buybacks aplenty. We're rocking out on people. Tusk has used his, but everybody else has this. Yeah. So, and then Lincoln Sphere is Lincoln Sphere is down. Yeah. And you can actually just keep popping it on people. As they said, I don't know if you've ever heard, but some people have been asked before, some of the professional players, because you see a lot of them pop it manually. We have a Spectre Horn. It's for bottom. They managed to pick up Invoker. He does have buyback, but that is a long time dead. At the same time, Zizzy is like, hey guys, I hear you have a Rax that doesn't regen, and he's going to be going in the Lincoln's procs, and he gets away, getting a bit more damage on that ranged Rax. Yeah. You gotta... You know, he's saving. He used the final charge, but now looks like Tusk taking a lot of damage. Z-Freak, he's in the danger zone. Can they stop him? I think they have the auto attacks. The Enchant Totem will do it. So, a couple kills falling the way of C9, and while... Zizzy is? He'd need 2, just in case he dies. And speaking of just in case he dies, if he doesn't know that there's a refresher on this wyvern. Oh gosh, Zizzy, you're going in ham and you need to get out.
Sleep and heal.
Do you think he has time to click around like that when he's been doing a lot of this split pushing? Okay. I actually really like Scotty on Ember Spirit. I feel like a lot of people undervalue it. It is a huge AoE debuff, and he cancels his bots. And it's something where Spectre, she's hard to kite, of course, because of the whole I just make illusions and kill you. But if you can fight her one-on-one, kiting her with the Scotty and Sleight of Fist, same with the Beastmaster, right? You can get some utility there. You want the Divine.
Well-gotten gains.
Yeah. Yeah. Eight slotted. Yeah. I need a quick fact check on you. I believe that when Lincoln's and Lotus Orb are both on a target, how does that proc? Oh, they're catching. Can they catch Ember here? They do have the Primal Roar. They don't manage to catch him. So. I know if you put 2 Lincolns on someone, like when you apply the debuff to someone, they actually both proc on one spell. Like you don't proc one then the other. But I don't know about the Lotus Orb Lincoln's interaction, and Zizzy is in a really scary position. Welcome to the danger zone. Danger zone. Welcome to the... Oh, he does. But did he leave a remnant down here? No, he didn't. Oh, so all of this work they did being sneaky for nothing. Yeah. So he wants this ranged Rax. They know it'll give them more time in this game, taking some Arctic Bone. Will there be a haunt out from Ritsu? Misses the Sleight of Fist Searing Chains combo. Yeah, it's a fantastic spell. It scales well. And Wyvern, just in general, like a Doxy, because you're turning your opponent's strength against them, you scale fantastically. So. We're in for the long haul. I really wish I'd had another piece of pizza, because the one I had isn't doing it for me. I'm getting peckish. We all know what happens there. I mistake things for cats. So looking around, we will have some new item pickups. There is the refresher out on the Beastmaster that you talked about so long ago. Spectre has her heart, has the Aegis, although that should be expiring in 2 minutes, and Atos. So I don't mind this. It's an excellent item, gives you lots of cheap int. It also is fantastic for kiting people. I really would have preferred a refresher or something. No, it is. Yep. Yep. Yeah, 100%. So we're going to see the high ground push, the first of them from Cloud9. Ember Spirit not getting lucky crits on that Sleight of Fist. He needs the crits of dreams. They're going to miss the Mystic Flare and the Tornado coming out. He does get a Searing Chains onto Brax, but needs more damage. And this Spore, oh, both Spores died. That's so sad. That's Spore cruelty. Oh. Interesting 4-stop action. Ritsu's just going to stand up here and take it. He doesn't have to worry. How long have we got on this? We've got a few, like a minute more. And so Ritsu may be wanting to play a little bit more carefully, but he should know he's just fine.
Radiant's middle tower has been denied.
Yeah.
Bonded, you and I.
Yeah. Not hitting enough, not getting those lucky crits, and Ritsu ready to fight him 1v1 me. In the Roche pit, there's gonna be a meteor, but it doesn't hit anyone. And now Ritsu, he doesn't have any mana, but this guy, he just doesn't care. There comes the Primal Roar onto Zizzy. I have an Ice Blast to follow it up. They try to heal him up, but you can't do that anymore. And Zizzy in the Snowball. Let's see if he goes down. He's gonna Remnant away, but they use the Winter's Curse on Z-Freak now as well. Ritsu pounding into him, still has the Aegis. They manage to kill off Z-Freak. He buys back immediately. Aegis is down, but he has a second life coming up, and this Spectre is not easy to kill. Brax stuck in the bunch of creeps, and immediately Swindlemelon blows up to Ritsu. This team fight a big mess. They're losing their range racks to all of these minions. And it's down. They've broken the base for C9, the first ones to acquire a Rax. And a big team fight going their way as well. Oh, but there's still more. Invoker wants to go in. Ember Spirit wants to go in. Sleight of Fist, big crits on. And do they have the refresher? Oh, she doesn't get off the second Winter's Curse. She does have buyback though, so she could get back into this fight. But if they catch out Ritsu, MSS taking a lot of damage. A-Blast does hit, but Ritsu doesn't want to fight here. Neither does MSS. He's Glimmer Caped up. Will he blind enchant Totem? He is dead, so you can't do that. And Ritsu with the Sunstrike, pure damage. It's enough. Gem explodes outside of him, but both teams have lost their hard carries. They are 3v2 and buybacks galore up all over everybody's faces. So, you just want a rapier in this game. I don't know whether it's actually a good decision. Oh my goodness, and he kills off the AA, he pickies him, he has the deafening blast from all sides, and now they just need to work on it. AA buys back, he of course does have a AA blast, and forcing that buyback still totally worth it. If they can force another one, go, will Chessie kill again? He needs backup, like, he really needs backup to get some more slay on, it feels like. No, I think he's scared. They know that there are buybacks. They know everybody's rich. We're 58 minutes in. Nobody's too worried about the golden. Oh gosh, here comes the Primal Roar. Chessie, A blast to the face as well. Bostov's out of it at the last second. Well played. And now Vlad that he's back in the game. I think he'll fall, but you'll take it. You'll give your life for Chessie's any day of the week, and maybe they can save him. No, he's very dead. Goodbye. But he explodes like chickens do. And yeah.
Illusion.
This game is intense. This game is actually... Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's close to buyback. He needs to kill a couple things. He needs to be a motor. What did he buy? Is it a refresher? Yeah. Good times, eh? Lotus Orb's finally going to be coming up on someone. Yeah, it's for Double Sheep. It's for more spells. It's fantastic item on the hero, and it makes a lot of sense. Double BKB, dealing with that AA Blast and other things coming out, but... Oh yeah. It was beautiful, and then Invoker is like panicking and spamming. Yeah, there was a lot going on there. I liked it. So.
Regenerate.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, I hear you've got a cat. Yeah, she knows it's National Cat Day. It happens. I know. She's just telling us all that Walrus Man is a cat. Yeah. Anyway, not important. Yes, I agree. There have been some buyouts recently, which are a little bit worrisome. Ritsu is pretty far away. I think he just thinks he can farm this up, but Chessie was stalking, and also Chessie, he's keeping the 4-star in the stash. I assume that's just like maybe his refreshers on cooldown, and he'll take it back. I don't know. Feels like you need second courier. Yeah, but as you said, I do agree. It feels like compLexity, they're behind now. You are getting slowly suffocated by C9, and if you don't go for a crazy, like the safe play just gets you to lose more slowly. Yeah. So, looking rough. And now Brax is just chopping down trees. He's not being environmentally friendly, considering that he's a Beastmaster. I think it's looking for those secondary couriers, if there are any, looking for wards. And there is Rapier number 1. Will we see Rapier number 2? I do hope so. Whoa, why not? Whoa. So 1 Rapier is like the best idea ever, but 2 is crazy talk?
Haste.
Yeah.
Don't mind if I do.
Yes, in a cleave, yeah. What if you just Lotus Orb gaming from your teammates? They're not rich enough for that. Yeah, I think eventually if your teammates get rich enough, you can do some funky shit where you have them being your Lincoln's carriers, but we are not there yet. Oh, okay, well. So, yeah. And yeah, we're gonna be, Lotus Orbing it up on the Skywrath. We've got, we can see huge net worths here, but I'm not, I mean, folks, you can take a quick look at the net worths, and then I'm going straight back to the buyback window. Oh, we can also take a look at how lots of people are level 25. So exciting. But I want the buyback status, because I think really that's what matters right now in the game. So if you lose the Rapier, do you just GG? He doesn't have enough for second Rapier and buyback. Don't think. Oh, you buy back, you sell something? Okay.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Okay. Oh, we have a fissure. It's catching out Swindle Melons immediately. Lotus Orb, and it's a primal roll Lotus Orb, but the AA blast is big. SVG is stuck. He can't get off that. Where's the Winter's Curse coming out? A big Echo Slam as well, but they have Undying for Wyvern, and I would take that trade any day of the week. But Invoker, Jesse is dead, and so is Z-Freak. Now Zizzy, he's trying to get in range to do something, but he doesn't have enough damage. He has to Remnant away, and it is a 4-for-1. Not a trade they wanted. Gems littering the ground. Oof. Yeah. Yep. So as you said, not working out for them. When he didn't have the Rapier on him. Yeah, he's gonna try to say if you want Roshan, you're gonna have to come home, but not looking like Zizzy's very confident about this push, and I don't know if he'll get any damage on the regenning melee racks.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
Yeah. 100%, so. Yeah, this is a game of Dota we got on our hands. We actually do have more than a kill a minute, which is nice considering how long the game is. They finally killed Roshan because they left the 2 of them, and they put it on the cheese on the courier. So, gonna be very happy with that. We have had a 12,000, actually a bit more than that, net worth lead that is now down at 0, and an experience lead that is in C9's favor. Indeed, yes, I think the right way to say that, it is going downhill really, really slowly. Oh yeah, that's what I like to see on my Ambers. You don't think it was the right time in the game? We've got Guardian Greaves up and Undying. I don't know if they're useful at this point in the game. He's got a Vlad's as well to help out Ember Spirit. I'm just doing an item roundup while we see. We've got the Rapier out. They're smoked up. Invoker is also rocking the same items with his Refresher. Tusk Solar Crest shoes. He's poor. And Lotus Orb on the Skywrath, who gets to be rich because he was DC'd on Call. And AA also rocking a lot of items. Has been blasting top wave to make sure it stays pushed out. Oathshaker has an Octarine. I like this a lot. Yeah. Can you enchant totem? Wait, fissure. Enchant totem, fissure. Will you be able to enchant totem again, depending on how you do this combo? Not quite. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to blink Enchant Totem though because of the cost point, but what I'm trying to say, folks, is you get even more lockdown with the Octarine. That's the long story short. Yeah, I mean, probably, I don't want to say it won't ever be game breaking, but it's certainly an interesting interaction that we maybe weren't expecting to see today. Yeah. I'm actually a bit surprised they don't have a Vlad's on C9. It feels like the Wyvern could be an easy Vlad's carrier. You don't have to hold the gem. I mean, can't you just, you went out on the map, you had a little look-see, you got all their wards, you're good now? Yeah, that's very true.
Invisibility.
Yeah, 100%. And as you said, just one, if you can get one big kill, like, it's totally worth it to buy an item like a Shadow Blade and then sell it again. Everybody's rich. Yeah, an example, yeah. So we got 6k gold, almost 7k on Ember, 6k on Beastmaster, almost 5k on the Earthshaker. Like, we are rich, kids. Yeah, no, I like it. I think 3 rapiers makes sense because, you know, you die, maybe you're just like, screw it, I need to get rid of the Lincolns now too. We're gonna die anyway. Just keep dropping shit for rapiers. Yeah. I mean, if you wipe their whole team with it, who cares? Although Spectre rocking 4k health doesn't. That's who doesn't care. So, I feel like, just talking about mental states again, if compLexity doesn't win this, do you think it's been long enough that they're like, look, we know we're in the bad place. If we do win this, we'd feel good, but if we lose it, we feel resigned to our fate? Yeah. Yeah, and he's getting big crits. They must have seen it now, so they know about the Ember Rapier, I'm pretty sure, and... Let's see. Oh, is he gonna kill the courier? Kill the courier! He blinks forwards, he gets it! I have no idea what it was on it. Oh, it was the full Shivas. Okay, I saw it pop up on the side, but I wasn't sure, and... Yeah, I was like, maybe other stuff, but no. Yep, full Shivas, that's good. They deterred that. 3 minutes abort time for compLexity. It's a game of Dota 2 that's going on for ages. We're a little bit talked out, so that happens. Let's see if we can find. Oh, we have an engagement up top. Just as I say that, they're gonna try to kill off Ritsu. Can they get him? He's taking so much damage. He's down. They're gonna be able to force a buyback here, maybe, but no, they're bottom tower. Beastmaster Brax saying, "Look, Ritsu, you die. I'll make sure I save it." No, all of his creeps die to that bloody divine. Oh, that was a huge kill. They have to do something though. Like I don't know if they can force buyback. They're feeling uncomfortable. Yeah. And now as we look at the buyback status, all of them up for the Dia, but not... Yeah. Yeah, and then you don't... Exactly, he just comes out, he has time to get up his refresher and so on. Like, he doesn't have it yet. Yeah, so they're pushing. They've got Ember Spirit, I believe, has a Remnant. He also has bots. Oh, he's going for the kill on Wyvern. He didn't get the crits, and SVG is just going to TP out. MSS is too far away as well. Where is his Remnant? He's going to just bots in on his teammates, and here it comes. Will we see the buyback? 30 seconds. They're doing good work on it. They might even just backdoor the top lane. Well, not really backdooring since they have creeps in the base, but they have got this tower down. Oh, in a few seconds, there we go. Finally, the tower falls. We've got Invoker. He's ready to work on that top racks as well with alacrity. He hits like a truck, and they're going to get themselves the first set of racks in this game. Brax trying to see what he can do with an Echo Slam, and you committed for Chessie, but this does open up the mid lane. What are they going to do here? Z-Freak tries to save Invoker for a second, but now he's going to go down as well. There's a Mystic Flare. Brax, he's so low. They need one more Mystic Flare. You got to pop it into him, but he blinks away. Winter's Curse as well. SVG popping another one, locking down Zizzy. He's going to lose the Rapier. The Rapier, oh, he remnants away at the last second, and he didn't have A Blast on him, but in comes Ritsu. Glimmer Cape, he doesn't know where to go. He haunts somewhere else, and he kills off Swindle, but the Remnant Master, oh, Zizzy's going to go down to the axes, and that is a divine. Ritsu pinging it out, knowing that it's there. They have buybacks on all of these folks, and they could maybe get something out of it, but they've only gotten 2 ranged racks out of it. What? Did he try for? Oh no. Did he? He's gonna bots back, so he's gonna be fine. But yeah, he tried to use the Remnant to kill off. I mean, I feel like you know here that the Refresher is down on the Wyvern. Okay. Yeah, but doing well. And now buyback status is looking really, really grim for compLexity. And Ritsu didn't even have to use his. He didn't buy back yet. He just naturally respawned. So. Let's take a look at the big net worths again. Actually, Ritsu has fallen behind Brax on that Beastmaster, so that's interesting. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and at least it's like a saving grace. They can't give it to Spectre because of the number of slots and also Illusion Hero. So that's nice. With Arctic Burn, oh. Yeah, that's... Yeah. Suddenly... Yeah, and we are... Ritsu hiding in the trees. Where is the second courier? Like, it is 73 minutes in, guys. Where are my, like, secondary couriers for everyone holding items? My refresher BKBs? Come on! I was promised some good Dota. Why is it so funny? I think a smoke is fine. Especially if they can smoke back door or something, you know? They're all about to die on compLexity. They're gonna catch out the Wyvern, has the invis. Can they do the damage? They do. They kill off the Wyvern. Here comes the Haunt. They drop the Tombstone as well. Are they just gonna walk away from this? It looks like they are. Can they get any sort of follow-up kill on compLexity? Because that would seal them the game. Wyvern does have buyback, but I don't believe has 2 ults for another 20 seconds. And so if you can force a team fight in that window... But no, compLexity is gonna back all the way up. Yeah, seeming rough. Forge Spirits might be the ones in the snow. They smoke up again. Chessie wants to jump. They minus one of the creeps. Oh my goodness. And Chessie, he's finally popped his vision. You know that he's there. They're doing good work. This is going to be a full lane of racks. Is compLexity really going to be the ones who first break the base? That's a tongue twister. Oh my gosh, getting my hopes up and dashing them against the rocks compLexity. That's them for you. They're still smoked up. Maybe if somebody pokes their head out top, but everybody playing so cautiously. Oh, having a look at that buybacks again. I really don't know why I would look anywhere else at this point. Swindles he needs 70 gold or so. He accidentally bought out or something. Yeah. So, no Wally's dead though. Okay, Invoker, how do we... Oh, there's gonna be a Primal Roar, no time to talk about that. There's gonna be Ice Blast off the mark, but it looks like Swindle's going down. Winter's Curse as well, onto that, and there's an Abyssal as well. Swindle is dead, the Skywrath is dead, and they're catching Z-Freak out. Tornado's not gonna save his life. Zizzy's going up top. Z-Freak's trying to delay the inevitable, but it is not enough, and now Zizzy is up top, has 2 Divine Rapiers on him, is gonna see what... he has a 3rd in base? Oh, yeah. There are 4 Divines in this game, and Zizzy is going to be seeing if he can defend their base. Skywrath is brought back. They want to buy Zizzy the time to get the racks, but I don't know if this is the right play. Of course, Ritsu can come in anytime. The crits aren't enough, and Zizzy, now he needs to get back into his base. I think the Necro Creeps are working. They're Deafening Blasted, so that's a nice little thing there for them, but they have more than enough. Oh no, I don't know what happened. What do you mean he took the gem? Oh gosh, why does he have a gem and not a rapier? They get the Beastmaster. He can pick up this rapier. Skywrath, take it, become the carry, Vlad! He's not gonna do it instead, he's getting Echo Slap, Blast, Haunt coming in as well! The crits are not enough coming out of Zizzy, they know the Rapier's on the ground, the Fish is right on top of it! They need something, is Ritsu gonna get this? Invoker doesn't have buyback, and I think that might have just been GG, but the crits coming out! Swindle Melons is in there trying to buy time to get him another Sleight of Fist combo off. Zizzy, he finally has the 3 Rapiers, that Sleight of Fist was really small and tiny. He can maybe defend this, but they're gonna go for tier 4s here, and I don't know what he can do, he needs the crits of Dreams, he's not getting them, and now he's locked. I guess he's worried about the lockdown, and as you said, he needs the Battle Fury. I agree with you. I don't think he's getting enough damage. They're going to get 2 full lanes of racks here, and it might have just been GG for complexity. They're not going to get the Searing Chains. They've lost a range rack. Doesn't matter about that age, and now that is just the GG call. They're going to say it. Z-Freak poking his head around, trying to delay the inevitable, as you said. Buying time. And that is unfortunately the end to this epic game. We're going into a game 3. We're going to be late for the other set, but I believe they will wait for us. That's a Dota 2 for us. We're gonna try to get us into the game really quickly. I have to remember where I put the passwords. Do you have final words on that long game? Rapier. There were 4, I believe, in that game, and yeah, I think not having the Battle Fury up there really did him in, but either way, game 3 coming out. Can Cloud9 get their first win of this group stage, or is complexity going to be up 2-0? Let's see. After some words from the sponsors, once again, I'm Llama Down Under. I've been joined by Noble Wings. We'd love your feedback on how to get better at casting. You can leave that at either of our Twitters, and I'm also on Facebook and Twitch as that name as well, now YouTube too. So peace out, folks. We will be right back after some words from the Starladder sponsors.